Mitsubishi's known for its cars and some consumer electronics, but they actually have their hands in a lot of different things, from big screens in central crosswalks around the world like Times Square, all the way to fighter jets from the war. Mitsubishi is actually established in 1887, and they make this, the Hi-Uni Digital for WACOM. This is a 2020 made in Japan model, and actually this is the only stylus on the market right now that is truly made in Japan. All other pens are basically made elsewhere. This thing says WACOM 1 Creative Display on it, but it does actually work on several other platforms, everything from tablets to smartphones to, of course, e-ink readers. We're doing an unboxing and review all in one in today's video, so we're just going to go ahead and crack this open, show you guys exactly what's inside the box, what to expect, and if you have any questions, we will hopefully answer them with how many items this actually works with. Compatibility is always hit or miss, basically because these pens are particularly made for WACOM enabled writing slates, but they do actually work on a lot of things. And you can see they have different precautions, and they actually have specific precautions for India, for example. Very interesting. Now here is the device itself. Yes, it is a device, and we call it that because it is an electronic device. Now it's passive, it doesn't need any charging, it doesn't need any batteries or anything like that. So you can see you get a nice little pen cap. This is a wood pencil, much like the Stadler made out of Germany. You'll see it says WACOM on it, digital, established 1887, Mitsubishi pencil, Hi-Uni Digital, patent pending, Japan, and it's got some markings on there for what kind of pencil it is. Opening up the tray, you do get some replacement nibs. They do give you 3 with a nib puller tool, so that's very nice to have in 2 little baggies to make sure these things don't get lost. To be completely honest, this pen is very nice, but it's pretty small. I mean, I don't have the biggest or most slender hands in the world. This is a pretty small pen though, and if we actually bring in the Stadler pen for comparison, you will see right here that it's actually almost 2 inches shorter than the Stadler pen. And if we put it up against the standard WACOM pen or the Supernote hexagonal pen that MobiScribe uses as well, it's shorter than that by a little bit as well. Heart of metal with the pen off, it's about the same length. With the pen cap on the back, it ends up being overall a smaller shell as well. And if we put it up against the Lamy pen, looks like the Lamy pen is about the exact same length, if not a little shorter as well. So in the grand scheme of electronic e-note taking WACOM pens, it is on the smaller side. You can see that a lot of other pens are a little bit more lengthy and slender and just a little bit more of a long form factor, but this is one of the shorter ones on the market. For our friends in the UK, Liberia, and America, you guys are going to have to use conversions because, well, 98% of the world uses metric. If we put the standard WACOM or Supernote or MobiScribe pen on there, it is 7 grams. If we put the heart of metal with cap, because it is part of the assembly and it's the full build, if we put that on there, we're sitting at 27 grams, so it's a fairly heavy pen, the heart of metal. If we put the Lamy pen with cap, one of the most popular German pens on the market right now, we're sitting at 21 grams. So all these are pretty weighted. What does the Stadler hold? Stadler pen, non-jumbo, sitting at 8 grams, so one of the lighter pens. And the Mitsubishi pencil, finally, sitting at 5 grams, making this the lightest pen on the market. So testing this out on an Onyx Boox, you will see right here, this is a Boox Note Air, works perfectly fine. It's a really nice pen. It feels nice in the hand, it's glossy but grippy, and it's very lightweight, as we saw from the scale, but I mean, it feels lightweight for good reason. It doesn't feel heavy and clunky. Although lightweight styluses are somehow seen negative at times, they can also be seen positive because they don't drain your hand holding them like a 27 or 30 gram or even 40 gram stylus from some manufacturers. So it's actually not too bad. Of course, it works on the Remarkable as well. Now, the Remarkable has a little bit more of a crunchy screen. There's a little bit more grit in it than the Onyx. Not by much, but you can kind of feel the resistance on the page. If you guys are just tuning in to what the Remarkable 2 is all about, Remarkable 2 is one of the best note-taking centric devices on the market, although the first generation, the one before this, is actually a little bit better. This one has a glass screen, but is overall not too bad. And this is the Mitsubishi pencil, and it works perfectly fine. And just for fun, we're going to test it on the King Jim because this is a little bit of a more recent device, and this is using the same shell as the Netronics Mobi Scribe collaboration, and it does work perfectly fine on that as well. Now, this pen doesn't have anything fancy like magnetic snaps or charging required or anything like that, but overall it's very nice. It's very nice, and it basically, because it works on everything, it's just very familiar across all platforms. The Mitsubishi Hi-Uni Digital for WACOM pen is a breath of fresh air. A lot of pens up until now have been focused on a weighted feel, very heavy in the hand, metal construction, and that's all well and good, but the opposite holds true for lightweight pens as well. They feel agile, they feel nimble, they don't weigh down on your hand as you're writing, and these things honestly have been moving up in the world. Digital stationery has been more available and more popular in the past year than it has been in the past 5. There's been more manufacturers getting on board, different styles available, different companies from all corners of the globe adopting the technology and making things their own. And there's companies like Stadler made in Germany using a wood pencil, there's Mitsubishi using a wood pencil, there's the Supernote that's using an all metal construction, there's the Moan that looks like a thin signature pen you use out of China, and there's just so much available, more than there ever has been. If you want to buy this, it is available on the Goody Reader store. We ship anywhere in the world, and for a full review of the Mitsubishi Hi-Uni Digital for WACOM, this is Peter.